Question: in this time of turmoil and negative energy, fighting, killing, and what have you in the world, many times people feel anger or hate even, as a response to what's going on. When you are affected directly or indirectly, that brings all kinds of emotions. What does Mary have to say about that, and how can we deal with that?
These events that are happening can be seen in many different ways. In one way, they are like a cleansing or a purification to bring out things, so that humans have an opportunity to make a different response. These things have always been going on, or for such a very long time that it may seem like always in your world. It is not new that these things are happening. It is new that they are being reported on a global level, and you are hearing about things that you might not have heard about in the past. Because of technology and technological abilities that are available now, they are at times happening on a larger scale, and at times also happening across global borders. So this seems to be affecting you in a new way. But truly these are things that have been going on for a great deal of the history of humanity in the third dimension. It is a history of power struggles, using power, misusing power, threatening people, indeed going beyond threatening people to harming people, as a way of acquiring power and achieving certain ends. This is the beginning of the end of this kind of thing. It is the beginning of the end of the third dimension altogether. You could say that this beginning has been going on for quite a while. Yet in terms of the scale of history, it is still quite recent. Even that there are those who can imagine something different happening, this is still quite recent. In fact, the movement is growing of those who are committed to an end of this way of interacting, this way of determining who has power and who claims the right and the power to have their way, this way of taking away power and rights from others. Some of the unrest that is happening is a very good thing. It is a sign that there is a growing movement of people who are not accepting this, who are saying no, who do not want this. Those who are still trying to use those methods, especially those who have had power and are trying to hold on to their power, many are quite aware that this way is coming to an end. In some ways they are accelerating the use of this kind of force and the misuse of power, because on some level they are aware that they have already lost. So they have nothing to lose. In some ways they are trying to regain their power by upsetting people, disturbing people, and inciting people to have a reaction that causes them to join into the old ways, the old models, the old mindsets of violence, so they can claim whatever goal is desired. For those who are on the path of light, the path of ascension and change and growing into the higher dimensions, the higher reaches of human evolution, it is up to you to not take the bait, to not be drawn into this fray. Maintain your connection to light and to love, and do not give these people the power to draw you out of that. You still may choose to take certain actions, but be very conscious of what those actions are. If your actions are simply a reaction drawing you into the same kind of violence and destruction of life, then those who initiated have won. This is a hard-learned lesson for humanity, but it is the sign of the transformation that is going on. You are growing out of this old form, like a moth who has entered the chrysalis and is in the process of becoming a butterfly. You must understand that the ascension process is underway and cannot be stopped at this point. It is simply a question of who will be part of it. There are those who do not choose to participate, and who do not wish others to know there is any such thing going on. They are doing everything in their power to reinforce the old ways, to distract people, and to attract people into their model. It is like a parting of the Red Sea in a certain way. It is the parting of those who are choosing the ascension path and those who are not yet ready. Those who are not yet ready have their own destiny. They will be served and attended to in the way that befits them and supports them in their process. They, too, are ascending at their own timing. There are always multiple realities happening simultaneously. The reality being reported by your media, your news, is simply one reality. Oftentimes the media has a very specific agenda that they are promoting. That agenda has everything to do with moving people into fear. Do what you need to do to maintain yourself in light and love. The more you do this, the more your reality will be one of light and love, even as other realities are going on simultaneously. This is not to say that you lose compassion, that you lose your heart openness and connection to people and what their reality is. Yet it is not necessary for you to assume another's reality to have compassion and to have a heart connection to them. It is much better to maintain your own reality and allow them to be attracted into that, if that is truly a higher one of light and love. Is there more about this you wish to understand?
No. Thank you.
You are welcome. For those who are affected by violence, you can always send them your blessings and your love, your light. You can always ask your angels to bless them through their angels. Also know that on some level they have agreed to participate in this way as part of the transformation that is underway, and that they are being helped in whatever way is for their highest good. Thank you for your caring.
Thank you.